Hello. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Jackie. Thank you for joining me on my channel. I am forever faithful. Hope you all are well today. Hope you're doing pretty good today. It's definitely a cold, cozy Sunday, and it's just been on my spirit to share something with you all. Um, this is a channel where I share some of my life experiences and my testimony about my faith walk. And recently it was brought to my attention that I have spirits that are monitoring me, who just constantly keeping tabs on me. I can't say that word today. I don't know why. Who keep tabs on me, who like to monitor me and what I'm doing and what my plans are and what my dreams are and all this stuff, right? So I'm going to try to make this really quick. So it's like recently Holy Spirit brought to my attention, it's like, hey, have you noticed? You cannot, more like not have you noticed, like, hello, quit ignoring the fact that every time you have an in-depth conversation with this friend about spirituality versus religion, and you're planting good seeds, that our conversation is always interrupted. Usually he would receive a phone call, right? And a lot of times it was his mother, who's a pastor. So I'm like, okay, I noticed that. I definitely have noticed that this year alone. But over the past probably 90 days, it's like every single time we get into a deep conversation and I am in the midst of sharing some information with him, a different point of view, our conversation is interrupted by a phone call. It's like, oh, I need to take this call. Oh, it's my mom. It's my mom. Or sometimes he just don't say, right? And I was like, okay, what's really going on? I was like, there's something. I just felt like, okay, there's something between his mom, me, and him. And his mom and I have the same name, first name. So I'm like, okay, what's up? And then I was like, I think it was earlier this morning. It was like, it kind of hit me. I was like, we have the same name. And, she's a pastor, minister, whatever. But she's of the old world, of the old ways, right? And I don't consider myself a pastor or minister. Um, but I am of the new world and the new way of thinking, which is not being enslaved to a book written by man. But I choose to have just a personal relationship with the Most High. And to me, that supersedes any book, right? A personal experience. You can read about lots of things, but to experience it is something totally different. But anyway, so yeah, so I haven't talked to him. I think the last time I spoke with him was like a week ago. And the thing is, he was the last person. And I was like, oh my God, he's been the person that I have shared dreams with, plans, receiving confirmations, all that stuff. And the reason I shared that with him was because he has been nothing but an upstanding person, truly, in every way. And he, early on in our friendship, I would receive messages, and one of them was for him from the Holy Spirit, and I gave it to him, and it came true. I mean, it was the month and the dates exactly as the Holy Spirit told me. So he knows that I have a connection, a deep connection with the Holy Spirit. So it's not like he doubting that I do. It's just, I think it's just hard. Um, I think it's just challenging for him, like most people, to wrap their head around having that type of connection with God because they don't have it, right? And that's what happens when you stay in religion, or the religious mindset with that religious spirit, But yeah, so I was like, okay, every time. So it's like now I feel like I've been giving information to the enemy directly, even though this friend probably has no idea about this spirit, and or his mother, you know what I mean? Um, they may not be aware, or may be aware. That's the thing. I don't know. It, After everything that has happened in my life in the past decade, at this point, I don't put anything past people. I don't know. I've never met his mom, right? All I know is she's a religious person. She's a pastor, whatever. But I also know that there are a lot of flawed, quote unquote, pastors and ministers in the pulpit, and dabbling in the dark. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we really don't know what people are doing behind closed doors in their homes. We really don't. There's a lot of fake people out there. So, word to the wise is just be quiet. Don't tell anyone, even the person you really think you're safe with. Not if they have these spirits around them. Not if they have these spirits attached to them and not even aware of it. So, because you don't know, because I don't know, and what it really is, and until I get more clarity from the Holy Spirit, I do my prayer of protection and ask for extra protection and guidance on to what to do with this situation. Because at this point, I have no plans on making any contact with my friend, this person. And I feel like if the Holy Spirit want me to have contact with him, then the Holy Spirit will make it so. Like he will reach out. My friend will reach out to me. But otherwise, I probably won't hear from him, right? At this point, I'm letting it go and letting Holy Spirit take care of it. But I do know one thing: I'm not talking to anybody about any of my signs, confirmation, dreams, visions, plans, nothing. And I would talk to my mom about things, but now I'm not even talking to her about stuff because I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what spirits these people have attached to them. And the thing is, what I do know is that I am more spiritually sound, more spiritually experienced, and that I have more faith, um, emotionally stable and mentally stable than almost anyone I freaking know right now. So at this point, if they are not spiritually in tune, aligned with the Most High, then they are susceptible to these negative attachments. And me talking to them, having conversations and giving information about me, my plans and what's going on in my life is only giving information to the enemy, and don't do that. I thought I was okay. I thought I was safe. But Holy Spirit let me know, no, shut it down. Shut it down now. So I hope that this helps someone. This is just something I am going through right now. And there's something else that happened that is totally different. And I'm just trying to get confirmation if this is something that the Holy Spirit wants me to release. All I do know is that the spiritual attacks have increased. Continue to stay prayed up and to remove anything or anyone out of your life that does not bring you peace. Even if it's an object or a piece of clothing from an old relationship or an old, from your past, let it go. Let it go. Let it all go. Anyway, that's all I want to share. You guys take care. Until next time, take care of yourself, okay?